All right. So
No, that's gross.
Dude.
that's a diarrhea fart right there.
Oh, come on.
Come on, start off with some class.
Yep, that's how we roll.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Shifty Key Podcast. I am Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have.
I'm Giffy, also known as Giffy.
I'm TDBTyler, also known as TDBTyler.
Or George.
No.
George.
And I am Topham, also known as Topham, I suppose.
Aw, yeah.
And that's SpartanSloth. He's also known as SpartanSloth.
True. God,
I am.
who'd have thunk it?
Very convenient, that we're also
yeah.
known as the way we're known, right?
In the Sloth underworld, I'm also known as Sloth.
El Slotho.
Shit, come on. El Spartano es Slofo.
Oh dear.
And I wear this fake Mexican bandito mustache.
Oh no.
Like, I swag all over the place.
That's so, eh? Dang.
By the way, if anyone is in a creative geek and wants to cosplay as El Spartano es Slofo, picture didn't happen.
Oh god. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm suddenly scared.
Oh, you should be. You should be.
I just mentioned cosplaying because I'm going to a very, very, very early Halloween party at a pub, and it's like you get a discount for entering if you are dressed up. The thing is, I didn't plan that far ahead, and the ideas I have and the stuff I have here will probably make me melt to death. So,
That hot, hey?
dude, it was 42 Celsius today.
Oh, for real? Come
Yes.
on. It's like 10 degrees Celsius here right now. It's messed up.
Oh my god, I'm so jelly.
Let me pull up the weather really quick.
It's been alright here. Some of us just went wandering outside and embracing the weather, I guess.
The weather on this end of the country has been really random, by the way. Yesterday it was hailing and then bright sunshine. So England's in this weird state of I don't know what the weather is at any time. It's crazy.
Yeah, we managed to get back inside and then just started hammering it down. It's like, oh, brilliant. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
But,
I was
fine.
correct. It's 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius now in my beautiful city. It's also dark as heck outside, just like gloomy weather, I tell ya.
Tyler, Topham, you guys could use one of those umbrella hats.
Oh man, you should absolutely.
I'm never
do that.
putting one of those on my head. Never.
Nah, there's something weird about them.
I used to own like 3 of those. I only ever wore them ironically or on Crazy Hat Day in elementary school. True facts.
Speaking of which, have you guys ever seen those stereotypical little kid caps with the twisty thing? I forgot the name.
Oh yeah, like the little helicopter propeller
Yeah.
on top? Yeah.
Yes. Propeller, yes.
I've never seen one in reality.
I have.
I've seen them on like TV and things like that, but I've never seen one actually wearing one, which made me think that they didn't exist. But clearly, there's going to be a thing. You're going to say that you've seen them.
I have absolutely seen them. Like I said before, I mean, Crazy Hat Day. It's the best. The best thing ever.
Nice.
Sometimes.
I've got a purple and black fedora that I'm wearing. Not right now.
No.
I wear it from time to time, but it's awesome.
Don't do it, dude. Don't do that to yourself.
Just because it's a fedora.
Not all fedoras are lame. I mean,
Not all
people-
fedoras.
Fedoras used to be really fucking cool.
yeah,
until they got
like,
associated to a
12-year-old
certain group of
geeks
people.
decided to, use their swag on it. and now the fame is tainted. But a lot of people can still pull it off.
I think I believe that Idris Elba is the only person who can actually pull them off. Blah, blah.
Who?
Oh, Idris Elba. Idris Elba. He was in Pacific Rim, Stacker Pentecost, and what else has he been in recently? I'm gonna pull up his IMDb.
Was he in
Just give me 1
Luther?
second. Just let me check really quick.
Oh, just remembered. Lewis, you still need a Halloween costume, right? And you said cosplay.
Oh yeah.
Dress up as Hatsune Miku.
Why don't you
Absolutely
go fuck yourself?
do not do that. Or do. I mean, whatever floats your boat.
Well, nah, that doesn't float my goat. Much less my boat.
It doesn't rock your goat, eh?
No.
Don't rock the boat, baby.
I did consider, like, couple of years back, not a couple, a lot of years back, I went dressed as a Green Reaper, and that totally worked, but the robes were really hot. Like, it's this thin fabric, but it is so freaking hot. I don't know why.
Oh, dude, I got
Because
it.
it's Brazil?
I got it, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you do, take the Grim Reaper cape and cut it so that it's like shirt length, and then wear the most obnoxious pair of shorts that you have and be tourist Grim Reaper.
Nice.
Just only hold drinks that have like silly little umbrellas in them. Just be fucking tourist Grim Reaper. Just do it. It'll be awesome. I'll laugh.
I might have an old camera lying around somewhere. I could put that around my neck.
You should absolutely do that. I think it would be hilarious.
I'll try that.
Send me pictures and I will laugh.
If I
That
do
sounds
that, I will
wonderful.
send pictures. I'm gonna write this down just real quick.
Do it.
Mm-mm.
All right. So Idris Elba has in fact been in Luther. He was
he's the main
DCI John
character.
Luther.
Yeah, I thought so.
Pacific Rim as Stacker Pentecost. Prometheus as Janek. And he was in Thor. He was Heimdall.
How could I forget Heimdall?
How could
Heimdall's
you forget Heimdall?
amazing.
He is amazing. Do you know Heimdall had like 9 moms who were all sisters and no dad?
Wait, what?
That's weird.
That's fucking.
You mean the real Heimdall, or
the real Heimdall?
The
like
real
the
Heimdall.
mythological?
Yes.
Okay.
Mythological.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Getting into religious stuff already.
I'm gonna Google this again. My Google flu is very strong.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh.
And I did consider, like, I also played the God of War, Mars, in a school play of, I guess, 6 years ago, and I think I still own the costume. But that is also a bit hot, and I like don't have the other props anymore. Like, I used to have a shield and a spear and a helmet. It was like, man, that was one great play. And I also consider going as Max Payne, which is not hard. It's just a
Glasses.
leather jacket. No, well, only if it's the fat, bald version. By the way, Rockstar, why did you do that?
Because
Goddamn.
it's awesome.
Thanks a lot, Rockstar.
What?
Alright.
Max Payne fat and bald and no leather jacket?
Max Payne.
Yeah, why not?
Ah, come on, he's still one of my favorite characters, even after that. But I gotta say, my favorite parts about Max Payne 3 were the flashback missions in New York. Don't get me wrong, the game was great. They did a good job at portraying like Brazilian gangs, sort of.
Oh, I mean,
I'm not so sure about that, but it was a good game.
How do you
tried.
know so much about Brazilian gangs, Luis?
yeah, Luis.
Dude,
Yeah.
do you even watch the news here?
No.
Can't say that I have.
So that's how. And movies.
Right.
Clearly. He's not telling us everything here,
I'm
guys.
totally not in a gang.
Sure he's
Wink.
not.
Wink wonk.
Wait, well, I mean, what?
Gross.
Oh man. That's too fair.
So I'm not going to try to pronounce any of the Norse words because I'll just mess it up. But according to the
Ask
Wikipedia
Tyler
page,
to do it.
No,
I
don't.
like reading.
Heimdall In Norse mythology, Heimdall is a god who possesses the resounding horn. Here's a word that I can't pronounce. Owns a golden-maned horse, has gold teeth, and is the son of 9 mothers. Heimdall is attested as possessing foreknowledge, keen eyesight, and hearing, is described as the whitest of gods, and keeps watch for the onset of Ragnarok while drinking fine mead in his dwelling, located where the burning rainbow bridge Bifrost meets heaven. Neat.
Do they
Wow.
ever mention like if it's one biological mother and the others are adoptive? Because how the fuck would that work? Like,
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it's mythology, so it works however the heck they want it to.
Yeah, but they always found a way to explain stuff.
Did they birth him in parts and then they connected the dots afterwards? They were like, I got an arm, I've got a torso.
Yeah, exactly how I was thinking. Oh, arm, then leg, then leg.
They were all in the same area and they were just like, oh, I got the leg. Shit.
I don't think it was birthed by like traditional means. It was likely something to do with magic because it's fucking mythology and they can do whatever they want.
I think wasn't it Aphrodite? I'm not quite sure, but there's one of them that's birthed from literally the ballsack of another fucking god. I'm trying to remember who it was now.
I don't think that's Aphrodite. Aphrodite was born of sea foam.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, not exactly. It's just that Zeus was banging someone, and
As he does.
as he always does, like anything Zeus is banging. And some of his semen fell on the sea, so he basically fucked the sea as well. Poseidon must not have been very happy about that, and so somehow his semen mingled with the seawater, and then she was born from sea foam, or at least that's how I remember it being told recently. But yeah, she was pretty much born from sea foam and jizz.
She did arise from sea foam. I just Wikipedia'd it. Yes, this is coming from Wikipedia, so the sources aren't exactly great. But she was born when Cronus cut off Uranus's genitals and threw them into the sea. She arose from the sea foam.
Well, I was appreciated then. But you know, Zeus was probably banging the sea at that time too, so we might never know who's the real father.
Absolutely. I mean, who knows? Mythology's neat that way. I really like it. I really,
fun
some
stories.
things are just really neat.
I remember one time I had to write a paper relating the what's the name? I forgot the name of the author. What the fuck? Oh yeah, Jung's psychology version of the whole thing. Damn it, I really am forgetting my words. Jung's psychological approach, or whatever you guys want to call it.
Carl
anyway,
Jung.
Yes, and interpret a myth with that, like with the whole psychological processes and how could that work as a metaphor and stuff. And I remember I worked with my group around the myth of Gilgamesh. Have you guys ever heard of it?
Oh yeah.
Not in the context of mythology, but I know the name.
Yeah, from Final Fantasy.
Absolutely. Yep. And that one commercial
totally
from that one
from Final Fantasy only.
Yeah, but it's a great myth. Like, I'll try to find a link for it, and you guys
I would
can
absolutely like to read that myth.
But if I don't find a link, I'm sorry. It was a bit hard for us to find it.
If we don't find the myth and someone listening knows it, please leave us a link. Drop us a line. It'll be fun.
Now I'm just embarrassed that I wasn't remembering the words like Jung and psychological approach. For a moment, I just blanked out.
You're fine.
Yeah, but I kind of studied that, It's what I'm going to do for a living.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, not exactly Jung's approach. I'm not sure yet, but anyway.
Don't worry, Lewis. I'm sure loads of people forget what they're trying to do for their future and totally forget how to say it as well.
Hey, it's not like that. It's just I just forgot the words for a few seconds. It doesn't happen that often.
I forget words all the time.
In my defense, I was biking like a good part of the afternoon, so maybe the sun.
Oh yeah, like
Maybe.
you could blame the insanely hot weather you Brazilians seem to have at the moment. I mean, did you say it was
let's
42
go with
degrees Celsius?
Yeah.
That's hot.
Okay.
That's dang hot.
I would melt.
Yeah, how do you guys
that's
even
sweet.
function? Like, that's impossible weather.
Well, very hotly-ish or something. Yeah, I often think that you cannot be stylish and functional at the same time here. For example, you can't go around sporting your best suit because you might as well wear it for your funeral. And if you go out on a suit in the 42 degrees Celsius heat.
Going out in
My.
style.
Yeah. Oh, what a fine day to wear a suit and die.
Oh my
Goodness
god.
me. That's something.
Yeah. It is really hot here. But for real, like, sometimes we need to think, like, we really, really should pay attention, for example, to colors. The colors we're going to wear. Because if you plan or wearing black,
Oh,
staying
God.
outside for a long period of time, just don't. Don't
You
do that.
absorb the heat.
Yeah.
Don't do the thing.
You know the thing? Don't do it.
I will try. I will try to never do that.
But then again, I mean, you guys might. I'm kind of used to it. I still don't think it's really that comfortable. But you guys seem to have to face some really odd weather conditions as well, but related to cold. How does that work?
Well, I mean, you prepare. I think personally that cooler weather is easier to deal with than warmer weather.
Yeah.
Because if you are faced with cold weather, you can put on more layers. But if it's hot out, you can't just take off everything and be cool, right?
Yeah, totally.
Like
It's like, I can't get more naked than being naked.
It's true.
And then it's like it's too warm, even when I'm naked. Oh,
It's still
no.
too warm. You're just naked, and that's just unfortunate.
Then you have to go out and buy a fan, make sure your air conditioning's on, have ice in all your drinks. It's expensive.
Yeah. Like, all you gotta do is wear 2 pairs of socks and you're good to go. And bye-bye frostbite. I'm exaggerating here. Frostbite is serious, and I highly encourage everyone in the world to ignore it. Well, avoid it, not ignore it.
Avoid it. Yeah, that's ignore it.
Just try not to get frostbite. It's serious. You don't want to get that. So that's how I feel about weather. I mean, I don't know about you guys.
Shout out to not having frostbite.
Shout out to not having frostbite, indeed.
Lewis, aren't you planning on visiting the UK?
Yeah, like I was planning with the Operation Sloth abroad, but that didn't work.
Aww.
Unfortunately. Yeah, I was going to write a journal about it, but I keep postponing it because it's the sort of thing that kind of makes me sad. But I haven't given up yet. There might still be a very faint chance that they're going to release more exchange programs. So we'll see about that. But I was really, really close to going there. Like, there were only 2 spots available for Edinburgh, and
Edinburgh.
I was in 3rd place.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
harsh.
Oh, little sloth.
That sucked dicks.
I'm
Probably
so
because you
sorry.
said their name wrong. Sorry.
What's the correct?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
It's
why is
weird.
it written Edinburgh?
Because
Wait,
words
'cause-
are written weird all
Yeah.
the time.
How do you
All the time.
pronounce Worcester?
Worcester.
Worcester, yeah.
Worcester?
Worcestershire.
Oh, well, I am not going to say what I thought it used to sound like.
Yeah, it's weird pronouncing
Some of it's shire.
pronunciations. There you go. That's the word that I was looking for.
What's your favorite weirdly spelt word that doesn't like sound anything like the way that it's spelled?
Oh, I had a good one, but now I've forgotten it. I'm going to remember it after the
That's okay.
podcast
You
now.
work on that.
Absolutely no idea. There's so many words that I see regularly that aren't how they should be pronounced.
I
And
really like
none
Worcester.
of them are in my head right now, so that's wonderful.
That's okay.
Touche.
Chrono is my... It's not really my favorite, but it's the one that crosses the top of my mind. Like, it's written colonel, but you say chrono.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh, the English language. Thanks a lot.
Touche always makes me laugh because I read it as touch when I first see it. So I'm like, touche? What is that? Oh, touche. Got it. Oh, and cliche. That one.
Cliche.
Yeah, cliche.
Your
God.
face is a cliche.
Oh.
How come it's always my face? What the fuck?
I don't know.
You just have the face for it.
Yeah. Face for
You
radio.
gotta face the reality here.
Good one.
Well, you know,
Oh,
makes better puns in the future.
I thought of a word.
Oh.
Minestrone. I've always said minestrone for like when I said it on boxes. Minestrone. And then I was like, oh, it's fucking minestrone. Like, I always read
Tyler.
mine first. Yeah.
I know your favorite words that are mispronounced.
I'm gonna punch you if you say the words I'm
Anything that
thinking.
starts with TH.
I'm gonna fucking hit you.
Why? I want to know the story. I gotta know the story, please.
Tyler, say 33.
33.
No, that's not how you say it.
Oh, fuck you. It's close enough.
You aren't liberating the number 30.
What? I can't say them. I don't understand why or how. I've never noticed this, but I just can't say the difference.
Thing. It's you know it's normal.
No, it's not.
It's just it's endearing. We're not shit talking. It's just really endearing.
Aw.
Yeah, it's as I've said on the last podcast.
Oh yeah,
It's
because
going to be released tomorrow. But by
you
the time
guys went
are
to
listening
town
to
on
this,
that podcast,
it's
by the
released.
way. When you
Totally
found out I
thought
couldn't
that.
say it, you were like,
And
"Oh, you
stay
should go
until
to
the very
therapy."
end. Like,
Fucking hell.
Just a note for our listeners. I don't know if you guys usually stop listening when James starts saying the podcast intro and outro provided by Tyler and stuff. Usually we put Easter eggs at the end, like Marvel, but we don't take that long to reveal the Easter eggs. By the way, come on, Marvel, stop that.
It's good.
The
Keep
long,
doing it.
The long credits, not the Easter egg. And listen to our last podcast. By the time you listen to this one, it will be the past one. So yeah, do that.
It's funny because I'm totally in charge of what goes there, and I decided to put it there anyway, and I'm just now disappointed in
because-
myself.
Oh,
It's
don't.
cute because it shows that we care. As Jeff said, we're friends here.
Would it make you feel better if I explained my old speech impediment?
Sure. If you want.
I used to have a speech impediment when I was much younger. I have tongue tie. I don't know, and if anyone knows what that is, a tongue tie is when you have a tendon under your tongue, and if it goes far forwards, or if it's like a really thicker than normal, or it's too far forward, then it impedes the ability of your tongue to like stick out really far, or like move the way that a normal tongue would. So it impedes your speech because your tongue just doesn't do what it would normally, because tongues are really important in talking. But when I was a little kid, I couldn't say SH or TH or CH sounds. So instead of coming out as ch, sh, and th, it would always come out as sa. And my sisters would always make fun of me because I couldn't say words like ash. So they would be like, "Hey, Sarah, what's all that stuff in the bottom of the fireplace?" And I would be like, "It's asses." And they would laugh, and I would cry, and, so that was awkward.
Yeah.
So I know where you're coming from. It's just, yours is more endearing.
Well, the weird thing that I don't understand about my inability to say words that begin with TH and F differently is that I genuinely cannot hear the difference. Like, Gaff was spelling it out for me on the last podcast, like how to say free and free, and I couldn't hear the difference between either.
Free.
Shut the fuck up. Did I say them exactly the same? Did I? That is... I'm just going to stop saying these words. I actually tried, damn it.
You did.
Tyler, you should start speaking
heard
Portuguese.
The difference. I heard the difference, I swear. I heard it. But no, I get where you're coming from. It's like, because it's more of an accent thing for you, though. Because it's regional, you know?
I would love to use that excuse, but...
It is! It's absolutely your accent. I've heard people from, people from different parts of the world are always gonna pronounce things differently because of the regional slang for stuff, and,
Yeah, trust me, we do that.
Yeah.
Topham, are you anywhere near Berkshire?
Well, I'm in Northamptonshire.
Damn, you're not close enough.
Well,
I'm gonna say Shire. It's not Shire.
I say Sheer. It's
there you go, Tyler.
It's Sheer. But it's
I
not,
just thought it was
that way.
Shire.
I was going to compare and contrast how he says it, and I guarantee he'll be able to say the difference, and he's not close enough for me to even draw a decent comparison.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, a lot of the people around here do use their THs as Fs, but
Erkin does it.
Yeah, it's a lot of people do it, but I do not. Hopefully.
Damn. Everyone should do it. It's fun. I actually recommend it. Everybody should do it.
It's like Canadian people pronouncing house mouth and about, I guess.
Oh, like the stereotypical about. Yeah.
Yeah, it never really comes out as a boot, but it's like about, you know?
Yeah, South Park really ruined that for you guys, didn't it?
It's... Sorry. It's not all South Park. It's just this perpetuating silly stereotype. It doesn't really bother me because I've met some people who have the really thick Canadian accents. So technically it's a little true. It's not true for everyone.
Yeah.
But it's true for some people.
I mean...
Well, at least you guys are known for being, super polite and one of the best countries in the world. There is no Maximum 3 game based on gangs of Canada.
It's true, there isn't.
There'll probably be kind of a spoiler alert for the game. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I won't spoil, but I'm sorry we did this bad thing. Here it is, what you're looking for, and here's some money for the bus, and here's our guns. Sorry. And sorry my gun is not fully loaded.
Game developers, get on it.
My favorite thing is
By the way,
the one
I'm sorry.
guy... Go ahead.
I'm sorry if I'm being offensive here. I'm just playing with the stereotype.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry.
So mean. You should feel ashamed. I'm
I'll
taking
make
the
it
piss out of people with speech impediments that can't say TH and Fs. And now Canadians. Who's next?
Piss off me all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah. What was I saying? My favorite thing was the guy who got... I think he was in Toronto. He got a little bit intoxicated and just swam across one of the Great Lakes to Detroit or something.
What?
He got intoxicated.
It's amazing what you can do drunk.
And then later he was just like, "I'm really sorry I did that. I did not intend to, but I was very intoxicated." It was funny to me.
He was sorry?
Yeah. Absolutely. I would be too.
I would definitely be embarrassed, waking up sober and being like, where the fuck am I?
How the fuck did I get to Detroit?
Yeah.
Why
If you
am I
get
wet?
that drunk, really, do you think you're going to be sober when you wake up?
Probably not. It would take a long time.
Well, I mean, there's something to be said for dumping yourself in cold water.
Yeah. You got that.
So
And
I
exercise.
proved that wrong. Yeah.
But yeah, Canada is definitely on my top 10 places to go.
Oh, absolutely. Don't come to Ottawa, though. Ottawa's, it's not bad. It's an okay place to visit, but don't stay in Ottawa for a very long time.
Why
We've
not?
got a lot of really interesting...
Sounds like Vegas now.
It's no, it's a political town more than anything else. We've got a couple of interesting festivals. Like, I'm pretty sure next week is Patin Fest, so I'm pretty psyched for that. But yeah, it's just I find living here that there just isn't a lot that goes on. And I mean, I don't do a lot in general, so maybe I'm wrong. If anyone knows of fun stuff in downtown Ottawa to do that isn't like go to one of the 3 bars or whatever, I'd love to hear it. That'd be good. Just send me a note, and I'll maybe I'll check it out or something, and I'll get back to you about it.
God, we don't have that problem in England.
Oh yeah?
No, we got like bars on every street at least. Bars, pubs, or clubs, I swear. Especially where I am.
They are
crazy.
Everywhere. Just everywhere.
Yeah. We like to drink.
We don't have a lot in
some
Ottawa,
of us don't.
But
yeah, I don't.
If you take the bus across the bridge to Hull, there are more clubs and a couple of casinos. So,
ooh,
I've only ever been once, but
did you win?
Oh, nah.
You know what I would love to see?
What?
Pie eating contests, and probably participate in them. I really like pie. Yeah, pie eating contests, hot dog eating contests, destruction derby races, the kind of stuff that we see on TV.
Oh, yeah?
That seems really, really cool. Yeah.
I've been to a demolition derby. I used to know a fella who lives out in Chicago somewhere. Or not Chicago. Right, where does he live? Maybe. It's somewhere in Illinois. But this guy I went down to visit a bunch of friends there, and he took us to short track racing. And at the short track, at the end after the race was over, that night they had a special race between local business owners and policemen in just donated cars from local places. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And we went to there was a demolition derby afterwards, and oh my god, I have never been more excited to see things get absolutely destroyed. It was the funniest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I would highly recommend it. You should absolutely do it if you ever go down to the States somewhere, because it's fucking hilarious.
Cool.
Do it.
I'm wondering why none of that's ever happened in England. just in a circle, just absolutely destroying the fuck out of each other. It seems like a fun sport. Well, not sport, but it seems like something fun to watch.
It's absolutely fun to watch. Do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
Topham, have you ever been in a demolition derby as a driver?
I have not. No. Unfortunately, that is not one of the many skills that I possess. Yeah, demo derbies. I don't think I've seen any. Like Tyler says, I just can't remember having seen anything about any of them anywhere. Maybe I'll see a few stock cars nearby, but that's about it, really. I know there's track kind of nearby, but stock cars just not. It just doesn't really interest me, unfortunately.
I like the good little idea of seeing things get mushed up and destroyed, but I don't know. I don't think I would go to the States just to enjoy that. I would definitely. I would see myself, if I ever visited the States, probably visiting Vegas, maybe. But that depends on a lot of things. If I can't afford that, then I'm probably going to see Friends. And
so you put Vegas above Friends.
And
wow.
Well,
wow.
Here's the thing. The pro tip is that you can never physically properly afford to visit Vegas, so it's always a pipe dream. It's never going to actually happen. But
So you never plan on visiting your friends?
No, I would.
Are ahead of that.
No,
Tyler,
Wow, Tyler.
watch your
Vegas
words.
probably won't happen. My friends know I would visit them first.
Better.
Fair enough.
Would you though?
Yeah, I would visit them. I mean, I know roughly what state they're in. I don't know, like, I wouldn't be able to pinpoint exactly where they are, but, you know, it would be fun to see everyone in the real lives.
This is a big place and all.
I'm looking for a chap called Luis. He's in a country called Brazil. Does anyone know where he could be?
Oh,
Oh, don't worry,
God.
we all know each other. Like, I know a guy named Leo. If you're looking for a guy named Leo.
Oh yeah.
I can imagine there's
Leo
half a
from Brazil.
billion Luises.
Oh man.
God, there was a really friggin' funny thing that I saw on TV once where someone was, I guess it was set in America somewhere, and there was this guy asking this Canadian if he knew a Canadian named Bob. I'm pretty sure he like threw a beaver at them. Really funny. I might have
Threw a
imagined that,
beaver?
but I don't think I did. I really don't think I did. I think this was an actual thing.
Oh gosh. Throwing a beaver. Was the beaver just at hand, just readily available?
Yeah. I mean, it's like pocket sand. Pocket beaver.
Pocket beaver. I choose you.
True.
Oh, I've just thought of something.
What do you think of?
Great.
Oh, that's not good.
Topham down there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I say down there because the people that can't actually see the TeamSpeak server don't realise that he's beneath me. It's very weird to see
beneath
someone
you?
beneath me on the
Whoa,
list. He's
whoa.
alphabetically lower than
Whoa,
TDB,
whoa, whoa,
okay?
whoa. It's true.
Topham is just
Oh, come back.
alphabetically lower. Come on.
True.
Stop getting other meanings from this, you guys.
Nah.
I'm giggling that
Nah,
you
bud.
said O comes after the D.
You know-
Oh my god!
I just see what I did there.
Fucking got him.
How do I do this every podcast?
Tyler, you know what?
I'm used to
Even
it by now,
worse,
fuck it.
I think you're being racist to English people.
Yes, clearly. Bloody
Why?
English. They ruined England.
That doesn't make any sense.
But what I was gonna say was Topham.
Something about racism?
Yes.
He runs a thing in the community-based network thing, don't you? The community notes.
Oh, do
I did.
That
I'm
was it.
aiming to reach 20 episodes, and I
you? Hey.
need to re-record my 18th, and it might be like a few weeks before that comes out. And the channel that it was on, all kind of just dissolved and got abandoned. And then I was
Aw.
like, I'll keep it going on my own.
Oh, little man.
Huh.
Actually, you do a lot of stuff, Topham.
He
So
does.
I try my best. I'm pretty much everywhere at the moment. Like,
I see your name in every group I'm interested in. I'm like, oh, I'm going to give this group a shout out, and Topham's in it. And it's
yeah,
like,
I mean, I
He's
try my
immediately
best.
turned off.
Like, there's a lot of people out there, and like every time, like I post a picture on the Rooster Teeth site, and like I posted it yesterday at like what must have been like 1 a.m. for me, and it was in top posts by the end of the day because it's there today, and I'm just like, well, okay, but I can do it with any picture that I put up, and I'm just like, well, I have a bit of a power to like promote things.
Use
But
it.
I guess people just
Hashtag
watch
humble
me, and
brag.
I'm just like, oh, come and join this, and I'm like, okay, let's do it, and we'll go and play games, and we'll do things. Just like going around and being like, hi guys, let's do things, and yeah, I'm like, can't wait to go to
Hashtag
MCM.
humble brag.
And just like, oh god, I'll just jump at everyone and be like, oh, your faces, and then get told off for inappropriate touching.
oh my God.
No, Topham, no. That went dark really quickly. Topham, please.
I was not expecting that right at the end.
Yeah, no, I just like having fun, and so I just like embrace anything that comes along. I'm just like, let's do things. And
Yeah, I definitely can appreciate doing things that are fun, and that's been my ethos recently on the site. But like,
fun things are fun.
the reason why I brought up community notes was that I felt incredibly guilty after he did an episode with me, because I would not shut the fuck up, because I'm so used to doing podcasts. So I would just over elaborate on all the answers for these interviews. And then I looked back when he uploaded it, and I was like, everyone else's episodes are like 10 minutes long. Mine's like 25.
They're like 25 minutes. Yours is about 45 minutes.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, I made Topham do so much more editing than he probably was expecting to do.
It's fine. It wasn't that bad to edit, really. I'm pretty good. Like on my lunch breaks at work, like when I am sitting to edit things, I can just put it on and I can get through 45 minutes in an hour easily.
How the fuck?
It's not real easy.
What do you
use? Not that difficult. What do you mean? What do I use? I use GarageBand, and there's like compressors and things that are wonderful.
Yeah,
that remove like all the bumps and everything. So it's nice and simple for me. Like, and because I have them on separate audio tracks as well, and
that's what saves you.
Pretty quick, but yeah, I don't find it too difficult. But that's just me.
It takes me. How long did you say it took you? How long to do how much?
I don't know. I can roughly go over an hour of stuff in about 45 minutes of stuff in an hour. But like, it's typically because I'm just sitting doing it, because I'll listen to it and I know that there's going to be good sections in it that it doesn't matter. But I've only got 2 audio tracks to mess around with, so it's not that difficult for me.
So I'm going to give some background knowledge on the Shifty Keys editing process. Oh god, because it takes me about 10 hours to edit the podcast. It's really bad.
How?
Okay, all of this recording, all that's getting recording is it's on one track.
Yeah.
So all 4 of our voices are on one layer.
Yeah.
So what I do, not only do I upload it and I do stuff like compress it down and put a high pass filter on it to get rid of like low end and do all this other equalizing shit. I also go through the podcast, and anyone that's quieter than anyone else, I turn up. Everyone that's louder than everyone else, I turn down to get a happy medium. And
right.
Then I normalize everything. I master the track with free software, and it takes forever. I remove all the little clicks, all the awkward silences. Holy shit. Every time someone says they could do an edit, every time, like TJ said it as well, where he's like, I could do the podcast in about 2 hours. I sit there and I'm like, how?
Tyler cries silently.
Yeah,
I mean,
recording.
The software I use is like really handy for that, and because I can look at all the waveforms, and because I've got it separate on 2 tracks, I can automate as I'm going along as well. So, like, like I said, it's really easy for me to do because the software just allows me to do things like that. But it's because I do insist on having 2 tracks.
Yeah, and I definitely see why.
Yeah.
If I could have 4 tracks to do the editing with, which quite frankly is a lot of hassle when it's 4 different people recording at the same time. If one person's recording goes wrong, then you've pretty much ruined the podcast. So it's like, I would rather do it this way. But holy crap, if I could have 4 tracks every time, it would take me, it would literally quarter my like work. Because I could just do all the effects at the same time to everything. This either speaks volumes of how much I do editing, or it shows how obsessive I am.
Not intended.
Oh god.
Oh, nice one.
Speaks
that was
volumes.
Way over my head.
And it was not intended. Really
I missed that as well. Like, totally missed it.
Oh, my pun senses are always on.
They're always tingling.
My pun senses are tingling.
It's true. I'm like Spider-Man, but with
Something
puns.
funny must be going on here.
Yes.
Hey.
So, yes.
No, go on. Go on.
You guys want to do questions?
Sure.
Depends.
Yeah.
Questions about what?
Yeah.
Life and stuff
And whose questions?
Life,
This is
universe,
important
and
stuff.
everything?
from
All
the
right.
audience.
Ah,
Oh, they're cool. I
From
heard
the
about the
audience.
audience.
Oh,
They're
they're
good.
all right. I hear.
they're a lovely bunch.
I have them as friends on Facebook. They're
Ooh.
called the audience. You know, they're good. They
As a
they talk about their
collective
ex-girlfriends a lot.
What?
Ooh.
I don't know. That's my experience of Facebook in a nutshell.
Wait, your ex-girlfriend... what I'm gathering here is that your ex-girlfriend listens to our podcast.
Awkward.
If she does, hi.
Awkward.
Yeah.
You
It felt
hecked up
awkward
in
even
the
though I know
family.
she doesn't.
Yeah, and if she ever listens to this, meh.
So,
No, I still respect her.
I really hope my ex-girlfriend doesn't listen to the podcast. Ugh. That'd be weird.
So, let's do questions.
Yeah, let's.
question.
Hawkeye.
Yeah. So... Questions!
Fucking hell.
Christ.
You're welcome. Okay, this one was sent by Nick Guns. And he
How you doing,
asks...
Nick Gomes?
Hey, Nick. And he asks, how can there... What? Oh. How can there be self-help groups?
How can there be self-help groups? Well, I think that self-help is kind of a misleading title for them, because even though you are engaged in self-help, it also helps to share your experiences with others and hear input from other people, just to, get a better idea of where you're at and get a better idea of where you might need to improve further. Even if you're doing self-help, you still, you could still benefit greatly from the input and experience of other people who might be in the same situation.
Yeah, I mean, you'd get a self-help book, and the help is coming not directly from yourself. You're learning something from the book first. So.
Book help.
Yeah, the term self-help is really a misnomer.
Yeah, I couldn't have answered that better myself.
It's like self-motivated help.
Yeah.
There is one problem, guys.
What is it?
Rooster Teeth just crashed for me,
Oh.
so I cannot see the questions.
No. Okay.
Oh my god, the questions are
Tyler.
down. Technical difficulties?
Yeah, but this time it's not really on our end. Like, Tyler, can you try to find the questions?
Okay, bear with me, guys.
That was close. Jesus. Sunny88P asks, would you move to a totally different part of the world for someone you love?
Yes.
Oh.
Without a doubt.
Does it
You guys go
depend?
answering. I'm editing the question here. Go on.
Does it depend on some sort of psychological thing that we haven't been told? Like, is there a detail missing, like, the other person doesn't know that we like them that way? Because then it would be creepy as fuck, you know?
Okay, Tyler, let me make it easier for you. Let's say you like someone from across the globe, and the person knows you like them, and they like you back, and you two will totally beg each other, but there is a long distance between the two of you. So, would you move to a totally different part of the world for someone you love, and potentially bang?
If I had the money, yes, without a doubt.
Absolutely not.
Giffy, no!
No. Okay, let me explain myself here, because I believe that I have okay reasoning with it.
She's from Canada.
I think
That's a great place.
I think that nothing is guaranteed in life. There's always going to be things that are going to come up that are unexpected and unfortunate. And I feel that if you're moving to another side of the world, for the express purpose of being with someone else, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
I have other reasons.
You might, but that's not specified in the question.
Exactly.
Yeah. And here, what Luis just asked us is if we would move across the world to get some booty.
Well, okay.
There's no guarantee that is going to be a lasting thing. There's no guarantee that it's gonna, that's gonna go anywhere. Would I move all the way across the world to be with someone to build a life there? Or to just, in general, to build a life there? Absolutely, I would move somewhere to build a life. If I find someone there who I would be in a relationship with, that's fine too. But I absolutely would not do it for the express purpose of just being with that person.
You see, the way I see it, like, if I had someone that I was undoubtedly in love with, and they were from whatever country, I would at least know a little bit about their culture, and of course I would move over there to, see them, but I would also be kind of interested in what the country had to offer rather than just, going over just to bang, like, I would have other motives, but I see your point, like, I wouldn't just go over for some really expensive booty call, so to speak.
Some floozy.
Yeah. It would have to be love, which is very hard to come by.
Personally...
No pun intended.
Yay! That was a good one. Personally, one of my dreams is to travel around as much as I can. But to places that I think would be cool. So the thing is, yes, I would, but that would depend on where she lives. Because
if it's Iraq... Oh, that would be awkward.
Yeah, it's like, if it's a really, like, no disrespect to any country, but if it's a country that's in the shit, then I would probably not do that. I would ask her if she would like me to help her move to Brazil or whatever I am at the moment. But, if it's a decent country and I can work there with whatever I'm working at the moment and, whatever I like working with, then, yeah, I mean, is that a clear answer? I'm not sure if I explained that correctly, to be honest.
Pretty clear.
Sounds fine. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, pretty much, like, if you're from, let's say, Haiti after a disaster, sorry, dear, but no. But if you're from, a decent place, yeah. Like, and by decent, I mean, like, decent life conditions.
Yeah, define... Okay, decent. Where would be your line?
Not... Haiti after a disaster?
Like, okay, what country?
I have higher expectations, but I'm not sure if I can define all of them just like out of the tip of my tongue.
It's a hard question to ask, and there are really a lot of variables that you have to take into consideration.
Yeah, like I'm actually answering this honestly. Like, I'm not mocking or whatever, because I could very well just say, oh yeah, I'll totally move to Alderaan to bang Princess Leia, but which I would, but anyway. Giggity.
Giggity.
But yeah, honestly, it's a tough question to answer. It'll take a lot of thinking, a lot of planning also, but I would be inclined to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
I might have when I was younger. I would have considered it, and I did consider it, but I just think that doing that right now doing that for me would be a bad thing to do.
Seems fair. But I'm a hopeless romantic.
That's fair. I mean, if that's who you are. I'm not gonna shit talk anyone's decisions. Like, if you want to do that, follow your heart, follow your dreams, do what you need to do, live well, live safely, and live happily.
Live long and prosper.
But I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I only said yes, like, immediately because it's something that, like, I think about. Like, I want to, like, explore the world, and I've had a good time, like, going various places, but I don't see me being tied down to the place I'm at, kind of.
Yes.
But it's just, like, I can go anywhere, and then if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. So there's other places I can go, so maybe even if I were to move somewhere and it didn't work out, I can then be moved somewhere from there and not even come back to here, which should be interesting.
See, Topham knows that England is fucked. In a couple of years from now, we are fucked.
Oh,
that's why we're getting out of here.
Absolutely boned.
Yeah.
Hey, come to Canada, gas is cheap here now.
Oh, I want to. I want to
go to Gibraltar.
I have an honest question, and as stereotypical as it may sound, I apologize by the way, but is there any way to ride a moose? Because that is on my list of really
to do that.
Why not?
Moose are dangerous, and they are enormous. Like a bull moose will straight up kill you.
Yeah, but imagine how badass that would be.
It would be badass.
Until you fall off.
No, they're very dangerous animals. Like they're it's you wouldn't want to do that. Like you think about a moose and they're like, they're giant and they're slow. They're large and they are very capable of doing it. Bodily harm
doing
to you.
it.
Like it's not a thing that you would want to do. It's not a thing that people would allow you to do. It's dangerous. You would be in danger of ending your life.
Still, I wonder if it's possible to pick up chicks with a moose.
Nah.
Yeah, damn it.
It's all about
Nice.
the dog sled. Learn to maneuver a dog sled, and then we'll talk.
All right.
All right.
You know what? I'm going to ask another one by Sonny since we talk about being killed by a moose, and this is really appropriate. The question is, when you die, what do you want people to do with your body, and which song should they play at your funeral?
I've actually thought about this.
Met as soulmates on Parasite. That's what I would want them to play. Either that or like fucking serious, like the most epic classical music they could find.
Am I the only one that would go with something completely out of the ordinary for a song?
What would you choose? Tell me about your choice. I want to know.
Okay, is it Topham? Did you want to go first? Because I'm actually finding the link for it. I don't think I can explain it with just the words.
Okay, yeah, like my body would go to silence, and the song would be probably "The Spirit Carries On" by Dream Theater. If I think that's off of their Metropolis Part 2 album, if I'm not mistaken. And I just like the idea of the song, because although it happens in a dream, so it's a bit weird. It's strange,
awesome.
but
no, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's good.
That's what I would choose.
I mean, in the end, really, it's up to my family what's going to happen to my corpse after I die. I mean, I could say, shoot me into space, or what have you. Launch me into the ocean, it'll be rad. But, I mean, it's up to them. I'll probably end up being cremated. As for the song, it's also up to them, but I would want them to just friggin' go ham and just pick the most bizarre song possible. Just go for it. Go for it. It'll be funny. I'd laugh if I were alive.
Tyler is still looking for it. Or,
I got it.
Can I go or?
Yeah.
You got it?
Personally, it would have to be something like epic. A funeral to be remembered. So,
Imperial
what
March.
What would people do with my body? Calm down, Tyler. I haven't got to the song yet. If I were to be cremated, it might as well be in a fucking volcano. Just leave the ashes inside there. I don't give a shit.
Jesus.
Or if it's just whatever. If I'm supposed to be buried, But I'd probably have people take out the useful goods before I get buried or cremated in a volcano. By that I mean like organ donation shit. And about songs, either the Imperial March or something like awesome. There is a song by the Dropkick Murphys called "Going Out in Style," which is pretty much about this.
Going down in style.
Like, giving a kick-ass funeral. So yeah, I want it to resemble more of a party than oh my god, is that, you know?
It's rad.
Wow.
Yeah. And like if people who went there end up hooking up with one another, I'm happy with that.
That's weird.
Dude.
I mean, you would be okay with it because you'd be dead.
No, I wouldn't give a shit.
Luis's funeral is just an elaborate speed dating setup.
It doesn't give a shit.
I will be the world's best wingman ever.
Yes. Literally a corpse.
Wingmaning from the grave.
Should absolutely do that. Do it.
So, my one... what I'm going to do with my body first, I would happily have my body on fuego, completely burnt down to a crisp, because, quite frankly, I think there's a lot of space in the ground being taken up by people already, so I wouldn't want to take up more space with my insignificant body. So I just want I would just want it burnt and just ashes, anywhere they could stuff them. Not that. Lewis, how the fuck?
Jesus, man.
As for the song, now, I would love to see this go down, and I hope none of my family would hear this. But I do know for a fact that my little sister has listened to some of these podcasts. So I don't want her spoiling this. My little sister has heard this podcast. So if you are listening to this, don't tell your parents, because this would be hilarious if they were not in on the joke. I would want a song called Spinal Fluid Explosion Girl being played.
What?
What?
For two reasons. There's actually one lyric that I really connect with in the chorus. And the second reason is because I would love to hear, or just... I would just love to be in the room. Like, imagine a funeral, it's all sad and serious, and then suddenly that starts playing in the background. Imagine...
I assume there will be a link in the description somewhere.
Yeah. There will be. Imagine just everyone's faces just going from sad and unhappy to, what the fuck?
I'm upset already.
I'm
upset by this.
Let's just take like 10 seconds to listen to it, and then we'll resume. Because
I can edit out the pause anyway.
Okay. Oh my god, this is so annoying.
Indeed.
Not that it matters. I want to eat macaroons.
Okay, this is enough.
Indeed.
It would be interesting, but I'd probably, torture corpse myself out of anger.
I actually do have a legitimate reason why, because there's a lyric in the chorus that says something along the lines of, in 100 years we'll all be dead anyway. So I would like to think that, like, they would take the bright side out of that. Like, it doesn't matter that I've died, carry on. Like, you've only got a limited time left. And plus, none of us are going to be here in 100 years, so do something. Don't look at my life and be sad. Move on really quickly as well, like this song. See, I do have a reason. It's not just bullshit and shenanigans. I'm mental, aren't I?
Nah.
See, Topham's silent because he agrees. That's what I'm taking from this.
I was just going to be like, if we all stay silent, maybe he'll start talking to himself and just prove our point.
Nah. They started doing psychology lessons in uni, and I've actually started, like, shocking other people by being one step ahead of what the lecturer's going to say.
You can play that game, Tyler.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I mean... you know what? I think we could wrap up here.
Aww.
Yeah.
I scared everyone.
Nah, it's just that, you're creepy. I mean...
Thank you.
But if you guys want to answer another one, just so we don't end in a depressing tone...
That's not depressing.
I don't know. By the way, absolutely listen to the songs I'm going to link, because it would be interesting. And now, Topham, we usually do the questions for the audience, so you can ask the audience a question.
Oh, you get to ask people a question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No pressure.
So this has been on my mind anyway since I heard it the other day, and I think I made a journal about it anyway. But who would be your big spoon? So
What?
you're going to go to bed, and someone's going to be the big spoon to your little spoon. Who would it be? Anyone from anywhere?
Oh my god.
Anyone in the world. Famous, not famous. Internet
Literally
famous.
a cow.
A horse's head? No, wait, no, that's... No.
That
An
doesn't
actual
work.
shrub.
Shout out to the Godfather. All right then. So everyone,
Question.
Oh yeah. So everyone, thank you so much for listening. Giffy, Topham, thank you guys for being with us today.
No
Pleasure.
probs.
And people, don't forget, you can send us questions on our threads. You can answer the questions we ask you, and you will get a shout out if you do that, and we'll read your question and comment on that and all that. And yeah, that's it. So until next time, bye.
Shout out to our listeners. Being rad.
Bye.
Bye.
This podcast intro and outro music is provided to us by TDBTyler. You can find him on Rooster Teeth by searching for his name, TDBTyler, and looking for his group, Oh the Humanity, spelled O-H, exclamation point, THECOMMANATEE. You can also find more of his work on YouTube by searching for his channels, The Dropped Banana, all one word, and Oh the Humanity.
Target acquired. Target lost.
Wow.
Giffy, that is scary.
Yes.
Her name is Caroline, don't forget it.
What the fuck?
Prometheus was punished by the gods for giving the gift of knowledge to man. He was thrown into the abyss to be pecked at by birds.
That is really fucking scary.
Giffy, can you do that voice and then go back to your regular voice, like sentence to
Absolutely.
sentence? I need to hear this.
So, wait, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to just,
Talk with your
I'm a
tone
robot.
voice.
And now I will.
not be a robot?
Okay, that's impressive.
Shit, no.
Let's see what else.
Oh, wow.
You...
Ooh,
How?
What is that? Oh, what's that? What is that? That's numbers on it. Ah!
That is weird and awesome, and I want to do
I'm
it.
different.
Yes.
And wrap up.
Yeah, that's gonna be at the end after the credits.
By the way, audience, listen to the Easter egg.
It's no point
We
telling
don't
them
have
now
Stan
they're in the
Lee,
Easter
but-
egg if they're hearing this.
Oh. Okay.
You silly
One day
fool.
we'll have Stanley.
Someone's gonna like a really solid fan is gonna be like listen through all the podcasts, and then they're gonna hear one of the endings, and they're gonna be like, "How long have they been doing this?" It's go back through all the podcasts. But yeah, I'm gonna stop recording.
Goodbye.
Bye. all.